Let's see. Are we up and running? Uh, Seems like we might be up. All right. We're up on Mixer. We are sending data to Twitch. We're up on Facebook, it looks like. Let me see. I'm going to open Facebook and see if I can get a chat thing there because I can't see any Facebook messages. All right. Let me turn this down. All right, cool. That might be better. I don't know how to actually see my Facebook messages or anything. But yeah, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Might be streaming now, I guess. Um, yeah, I guess I'll tell people too. This is like a really spontaneous stream. Basically, I'm going to be editing photos at my pretty messy desk. Sorry about that. And yeah, I'm working on my laptop right now for the stream, which everything is hooked up to. And then I am on my desktop for my actual editing. I don't know if people can hear me or anything. Yeah, so audio wise, I'm actually listening to this right now. Come on, copy paste. Listening to this YouTuber that my brother Brian introduced me to. My analog journal. My analog journal, yeah. So I'll just post the link in here if it will work. Maybe? Yeah, cool, 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 cool. So that is the YouTube playlist I'm listening to right now. Yeah, so it seems like we are up and running, and yeah, I was trying to get this working before and just having some issues, especially around, well, mostly how Lightroom was working. Kind of a weird, uh, I don't know what's up with my computer. Like, Lightroom was basically just not. I found this huge stack of time lapse photos, and it just like was not correct in how it was working. So I Oh, wait. All right, let me back up. So I went through my, I'm trying to clean up some space on my computer right now. And yesterday I found like, just going through stuff, I had done these time lapse photos of snowstorms up when I was living in Massachusetts. And, time lapse I thought looked cool, but it's like thousands and thousands of pictures, right? So, yeah, sorry. I think my headphones are a little too loud. Okay, so it was like thousands and thousands of pictures, um, and I had not actually tagged them correctly, so they were like missing metadata that would have been really useful, including the fact that they were supposed to be tagged with the phrase time lapse. And that way, if I was editing photos or going through my library, I could say like, "Don't show me any time lapse photos," and it would remove like thousands of pictures and speed things up because Lightroom's not like the fastest program. So last night I found a bunch that weren't labeled. I finally labeled them, and then it just like caused a huge slowdown. It was trying to write XMP data, write files to the XMP for like maybe 13 hours, and it still wasn't working. And then I tried to close Lightroom to restart it, and it was just like it hung. So I rebooted the computer and then it hung in BIOS. So I don't know what's up with this thing. I don't know how much time I got left for this thing, but gotta take advantage of it while I can. Yeah, so I am up and running. I still can't really tell. I have a second monitor like right over here that's hooked up to my laptop, and I can't tell if if people are interacting or whatever on Facebook because it doesn't, for some reason. Oh, I know why, because you have to pay. I'm using Restream.io, and you have to pay to like get Facebook integration into the browser, and I'm just doing this for fun right now. But yeah. All right, cool. I'm up and streaming. Links in that channel. I'm telling my photo Discord right now. Cool, 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 cool. Um, Oh no. Oh, I can't see that. Oh my gosh. Stuff about coronavirus. Um, I will definitely check that out later. But for now, pretty casual stuff. Actually, I should tell my friends. Uh, Super short notice, but I'm streaming now for a bit. Had some technical issues with my desktop, and I'm going to edit photos. Yeah, I should have definitely gotten things working better and done all this pre-planning beforehand, but whatever. Yeah, so today is like the stream is gonna be really simple. Basically, all I'm gonna be doing is like looking at photos in my library and trying to decide which ones I actually want to delete and maybe why, and maybe mark out the ones that I think have some potential and then kind of explain why. So right now I'm looking at the overall Lightroom library from 2019. Um, I would say 2020, except the hard drive is full. So I have not put a lot of pictures from 2020 on the computer because there's honestly like no space for them. I went before this coronavirus craziness happened. Couple friends and I like went to the Eastern Sierras, and we had actually I should tell other people too. We had a fun trip, but then I had also like rented a crazy camera, and then that crazy camera took up a ton of file space, and now I can't put those files on my computer because I am an idiot. Yeah. Um, do 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 do. I'm live streaming now for a bit. Just editing photos on Lightroom. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I don't know if people are joining me. Feel free to send a message in the chat, and I'll try to take a look and keep up. But yeah, so what we are doing now is we are going to edit some of these photos. Okay, so right off the bat, I actually see like a few different. Actually, is it actually showing things correctly? Let's see. Oh yeah, cool, 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 cool. It looks like it's working. Okay, so we've got this huge stack of images here, and I honestly don't know why there's like duplicates and stuff. It's really weird. I think maybe I had some like corrupted catalog files, and I'm just kind of working through them. And then when I combined the corrupted ones, they ended up like maybe not overlapping and stuff as they should. But yeah, so we've got like I took photos of like my workouts, which was good for keeping track. But now it's like, okay, if I have duplicates of them, they're actually kind of annoying. Um, yeah, so we're just gonna mark out. Looks like every other one of these is a duplicate. And I think like the really weird thing, like let's look at this, right? So I used to have this project where I was actually taking pictures of like the stains left inside coffee mugs. This is basically just from coffee. And one thing I can't figure out is like, so this based off of the name, the dash two in the top right. Oh wow, it is 100% not showing in the stream. Huh. Well, you just learn something new every day. I don't know why it's not showing that. Let's see what we can do. Uh, we are going to add a. What if we do game capture? Let's try. How can I change the settings on Lightroom? Cool. Does this work? Oh no. Okay, so this is actually a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. Huh. Okay. Why don't I try? Can I do a display capture? Ooh, this is gonna be risky. Hopefully, don't show. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Okay, um, let's go back into Lightroom. And, okay, so I have to change the settings on this. We're going to shrink this down, move this up top, shrink that down. Let's make Lightroom not visible. Oh, oops, there we go. Okay. I'm super sorry. I thought I had this all worked out, but it looks like it did not. Okay. Well, I don't particularly like sharing the entire desktop because I'm probably going to get notifications and stuff, and those won't be great to see. So let me see what else I can do. Let's hide this, open this. What if I do game capture? If I do game capture, oh wait, I already had that on there. So if I change game capture to capture a specific window, and we want to get, we really just want Lightroom. But Lightroom is apparently one, two, three, four, five different things. Wow. Okay. Um, if I can, wow, this is so weird. Okay. Man, I have no idea why I can't show this. Okay, so you can actually tell from the webcam, but it's actually got like a picture in the develop module, and for some reason that picture is not coming through on the stream. Yeah, let me see. What can I do to get this working? Well, this is quickly turning into we're going to troubleshoot how to actually live stream because I have never done capturing one particular program for the stream and sending it to the other. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I could Google it. This is going to be super fun live stream. Just explaining how to do all this stuff. All right. We're going to open. Let's see what we can find. Yeah? Okay. So live stream. Live stream Lightroom. Yeah, because like obviously I want to get this working. Maybe we're just gonna make this a short stream. Not even sure if anyone's actually watching right now. That's totally fine. But since it's going to YouTube, it's recording all this for my future embarrassment. But it would actually be nice to have this on here so that I can like figure out how to actually get this working. And then I can make maybe a little video to explain all of this to people who would also be wanting to live stream their Lightroom stuff. Yeah, okay, so we're going to say OBS Lightroom. So I am using OBS, and I'm actually using it on two different PCs. I've got my desktop, which is running Lightroom, as you can see, or sort of see. If we go back to the, whoops. If we go back to the library, now you can actually see that it's loading a bunch of pictures. But if I want to actually show, what I'm doing on here, what do I have to do? Yeah, because it's not terribly useful for y'all if you can't actually see what I'm trying to edit, right? All right. Interesting. Okay, so OBS Project actually has on their website in their forum, they have got a post dedicated to talking about Photoshop and Lightroom. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what is going on. Okay, so photo won't display when trying to work on them in OBS Live. If you've been streaming image editing in these softwares on Twitch via OBS but had difficulties, you may use a monitor capture instead, or second monitor would help you a bit. Okay, cool. So it looks like the suggestion is to take a whole display capture and then add that in. Um, hmm. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try to mute all notifications. Da, 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 da. Let's say do not disturb. How can I enable do not disturb in Windows 10? Hmm. Focus assist. Maybe if I open the action center. Da, 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 da. Manage the notifications. That is the page I'm already on. Yeah, so it looks kind of like, I guess, Lightroom and also Photoshop apparently don't always play well with this. So it looks like I might actually have to do a complete window capture to get this working in OBS, which is a little unfortunate. I would definitely prefer not doing that. But let's see. I've clearly never done this, like turn on like do not disturb mode in Windows 10. Actually, let's look that up too. Windows 10 notifications. Uh, Notifications do not disturb. Um, disturb. Let's see. Focus Assist feature is a do not disturb mode that hides notifications. Windows automatically activates it when you're playing PC games or mirroring your display, and you can have Windows automatically activate it on a schedule too. Let's see how to configure do not disturb mode in Windows 10. Cool. Let's see. Okay, that article does still exist. Yeah, this other monitor I've got to the side that I'm reading now. It is my brother's, and he's letting me borrow it. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. He's letting me borrow it. And it would be really nice if it was like turn on quiet hours. Okay, that right click or press and hold on the action center icon in the text taskbar. That is not a thing anymore. um, Alternatively, click the action center and turn on off action. Wow, that honestly doesn't exist anymore. I think it's just called Focus Assist. And we'll do alarms only. Okay. All right. We're going to go back into OBS and we're going to try to do a whole display capture. And we are going to go back into Lightroom and what happens when I put on develop. Okay. All right. We're just going to go with this. Probably won't stream for too long today just because like I'm still working through all this and it was really spontaneous. If I had known I could actually get things working, I probably would have announced this like a lot earlier. But yeah, the hope was to actually do basically something like this, like a photo edit stream, like on weekends, once a week, and then like a data science one back on, let's say, on Wednesday, and then maybe streaming with my brother as we cook something on another day, but that'll be less regular. Anyway, so I was talking about how I have like duplicates of some of these photos, and it's really weird. I don't know where they came from. But the weirdest thing I think is like, despite the fact that they're kind of clearly duplicates, like I don't get this. So it's a -2, so that's how I know it's a duplicate. But the white balance is like completely different. So I don't know what could have caused this like import with this and then also have the duplicate. It's really odd. And honestly, like I kind of hate the colors on all the -2s. I've noticed it quite a lot. Like if I make the thumbnails bigger, which, man, I don't remember how to do that anymore. Well, okay, so let's just skip. Great, yeah. Also, I love my mouse or my computer. I honestly, at this point, can't tell which is which. It's having a bug where it just like duplicates clicks and that kind of stuff, and it's just weird. Yeah. Oh, weird. Actually, on another photo, I preferred the duplicates instead of the stock images. But yeah, let me go back and I'll go through and flag a bunch of these because I don't need them. I kind of wonder if maybe the duplicates, they might actually be from my phone. I was trying to experiment with like editing raw files on my phone before. Um, wasn't sure how I really felt about that, as in like I really don't like it. My phone is not color corrected, so I always noticed like things just weren't consistent color wise, and it was just driving me crazy. Even right now, like with the laptop here and also the desktop, like the laptop has a pretty nice screen, but it's not color calibrated and it doesn't have the image space that my desktop monitor does. And that also kind of drives me nuts. When I've like plugged in this monitor into my laptop, I can tell that like it's changing and all the lookup tables for the colors. And it just keeps reminding me like, yeah, I gotta get something to like actually hook everything up correctly. Yeah, so what we've got is we have started filtering out some of these, and then I'm actually going to do a filter. No, let's not do that. Lightroom has this thing where if something is like a reject, you can just remove it from being displayed, which is helpful if you're culling, but is also like maybe not the most helpful right now, just because there's so many things. And uh, this year I had like on and off for 2019. I had on and off edited through. So some of these already have flags on them, and then others don't. Um, but yeah, how can I change? We are going to try to change the grid view style. Show the toolbar. Cool, 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 cool. Let's make these thumbnails a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's a lot easier to see, right? Yes, cool. Awesome. So that's working. So yeah, like you can kind of tell like what is up with this color. I don't know why the color is so different going from the duplicates to the non-duplicates. But just having these thumbnails bigger makes it a little bit easier for me to see. Yeah, so I'm hitting this group of photos here. Actually, like this is this is gonna be kind of a funny story. I was editing slash working from a coffee shop in San Jose called Roy's Station. They're down in Japantown. Pretty cool place. I think Japantown's really cool. It's definitely not in its heyday anymore. Things have like closed up. Like there was a shop that made its own tofu. They closed last year. There's a bunch of cool stuff there, but it's just super quiet. Yeah, I really like that place. The whole area is kind of cool. I wish it would like revive again, just because like it has a cool charm and I think it has a lot of potential. But yeah, this particular coffee shop, Roy Station, I don't know why, but I really like their this brick tile is actually from their bathroom. So like I was using the bathroom and I saw this like mix of the different materials, and it's like we got up top we got the old style like up here, and then below we got the like new style, and I was like, I kind of like the juxtaposition. And then outside I had like I was still doing my like coffee cup series with the stains. And having it on this bench, I thought provided like a different backdrop, and I thought it looked kind of cool. I'm not doing that coffee project anymore because honestly, I was spending like a lot of money buying espressos when I was outside, and I really like them, but also it was like a lot of money. So trying to cut down my expenses, and then also like I was doing all that like out of pocket. Like I wasn't sponsored to go to these coffee shops, or I wasn't getting the coffee for free. And since I was in the middle of an actual job search, like it was another distraction. I still like these coffee scenes. I'm just not actively shooting this project anymore. But it sucked. It was pretty fun, and then I got to like chat with a bunch of coffee shop owners and stuff, and they seemed to like be oddly interested in the project. Like it was honestly, it's like a pretty weird project. It's really niche. But yeah, on this particular day at Roy Station, like I ended up seeing this like really cute dog, and I was talking to the owners and said, "Hey, do you mind if I take a picture of your dog?" And they said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." Um, Although it was kind of weird. So now I'm like going through and seeing like which ones of these can be deleted, and like oddly, it does look like I tried to do some editing on the duplicates, which is just unusual, because like why wouldn't I do it, you know, on the actual one? So like on this one, I can tell it's like I underexposed it by maybe a stop. I need to add some contrast, maybe add some texture and some clarity. Let's try a little dehaze. Yeah, there we go. Get a little more on the nose. Add some vibrance and saturation. That's like the normal stuff I would do to a portrait. Oh, right. I don't know why they moved this, why this is all the way at the bottom. Like, I feel like lens correction should be kind of at the top, just because it's so much easier to just like remember to click that. I'll add a correction from Adobe. Let's see if I actually like it. My multi-click. I really could use a new computer, a new mouse, like knew a lot of stuff actually. Yeah, so let's see. Well, it gets rid of some vignetting and a little bit of distortion, but I think it's actually kind of fine because it's supposed to be kind of like a portrait. But yeah, you can see like I just changed the profile from Adobe from color, I think it was color, to portrait. And then changed the white balance because it was, I believe it was a cloudy day. It could have been in shade. Whoops. All right, let's fix that, and then there we go. All right, could have been in shade. I was in shade, but honestly, I like cloudy more. I think the shade is a little too warm because like the dog did have like gray color to its fur. But yeah, and then since I'm also editing like the pretty bright environment, I'm also using this like histogram and kind of eyeballing it in the top corner here. Just seeing how accurate everything is. But yeah, honestly, like putting on all those edits, it was pretty fast. But to be honest, like this is kind of a bad picture, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Although I will, to save myself some time later, I am going to copy these settings so that I can bulk apply them. Cool, 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 cool. I'm going to bulk apply them to the rest of these dog photos. So this one, oh yeah, the other thing, if you're using Lightroom, if you hit caps lock, say like this is obviously a reject picture, right? Like it's completely blurry, it's not useful. So I'm just going to delete it, flag it for deletion. And then what I'll do maybe later today is I'll take all the flagged for deletion things and just remove them from my hard drive to free up some space. So one time saver is if you hit caps lock in Lightroom, every time you do something like flag for rejection or for select, or give it like a star rating or something like that, with caps lock on, when you hit it, it will just advance to the next picture. Definite time saver for me, so I highly suggest like using that little trick. But yeah, so you can see this like this dog. Uh, my computer is slowing down, but you can see this like I thought this dog was so cool looking. Really nice fur, like bright blue eyes. It was like Nightwalker eyes from Game of Thrones. But again, I think this is like a little too warm, and apparently I don't know why I gave it the landscape profile from Adobe. If we give, say, okay, so we got the duplicate, right, and we're in same white balance, say cloudy, like that looks a little intense. Maybe also because there's 30 vibrance and it's basically a portrait, so we don't want that much. You know what? I'll just make things easier. I'm gonna paste the settings that I already used. Or Lightroom can crash. Cool, cool. All right. Cool. Okay. So let's get rid of this exposure because it was just that one exposure that was like overexposed. We'll fix it a little bit. We'll add maybe a half stop. That's quite a bit better. So now we're in portrait. If we, let me copy these so I don't keep trying to change for the same one stop overexposure. If I copy these over, but I use landscape here, like it just seems too gold, like too warm. Like too I'm in a field in the Midwest with like a lot of wheat, and it's supposed to be a poetic representation of farms. So that's why I'm actually going to stick with this portrait mode. And then I'm still going to delete this duplicate because I just don't really understand what's going on with the duplicate right now. It's not even all that particularly useful because I'm looking at this section here on the right. I don't know if you can tell, like normally I keyword all these pictures, right? So like it's suggesting, I'm guessing this is actually applying some of Adobe Sensei, which is its machine learning